Hey everyone, how's it going? We have something new today. Normally we don't talk about the James Bond franchise, but it's just been really kind of dry in terms of news. And this is something that came up that was a little interesting, something that has been talked about certainly over the past few years, as it's been said if Daniel Craig would be done with the franchise and what would happen after he had left the role. Now, in a new interview with James Bond franchise producer Barbara Broccoli, she spoke to DailyMail about where the future of the franchise is headed after Daniel Craig, and when asked specifically about the possibility of a non-traditional portrayal of the character, being a non-white male playing James Bond, she played a bit coy about the future of the character, but she didn't say no to anything. So she says, quote, "These films tend to reflect the times, so we always try to push the envelope a little bit. Anything is possible. Right now it's Daniel Craig, and I'm very happy with Daniel Craig, but who knows what the future will bring." So this is in specifically regards to a woman playing the character or a person of color. Like, it's been said for a while that Idris Elba would be a great choice for James Bond, which I personally agree with. In terms of a female James Bond, I'm not sure how I would react to that specifically. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to it, I guess, but at the same time, it just wouldn't really make sense in the whole context of the universe and the character's history and everything. It just would feel very forced. I think that introducing a black James Bond would be a lot easier to do. Now, my thoughts on the possibility of this actually happening, maybe not, but I mean, she does say that, you know, anything is possible, but at the same time, with franchises like this, it's likely that people would have a very negative reaction if something like this actually happened, like what we saw with Ghostbusters and everything in 2016, but there's always a chance that things like this could happen. Personally, I think that if you wanted to have a female-led spy film or something, it would probably just be best to create a new franchise, kind of like how they did with Atomic Blonde last year and how they're doing that Red Sparrow movie with Jennifer Lawrence this year, where they're both original stories with female protagonists as these kind of undercover spies. I think that's probably the best route to go with it, not to try and drastically change something like James Bond. But what do you guys think about this? Drop your thoughts down in the usual spot, and for more updates on Bond 25 as we get closer to the release date, be sure to subscribe to Hybrid Network. Thank you guys again for checking this video out. If you want to get even more updates from us, check out our social media platforms, our website for news and editorials, and if you want to see our content improve and help us out, donate to us on our Patreon and you can get exclusive rewards.